Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action, as usual here on the channel. Again, before we get stuck into the action, I just want to apologise for not giving you any winners today. Our best selection was Brynmore at Chepstow, where it finished second in the end. Ran quite well, stuck on gamely, but couldn't get its head in front, so that was slightly disappointing there. Our other selections, though, were shockingly bad. Our first selection over at Limerick with a lighting travelled okay for a long way, was making the run in for a while, but in the end weakened really badly and finished well back in the field, so that was disappointing there. Another horse we selected was Absolutely Dylan at Haydock. Travelled okay to start with, but its jump in was very sloppy today, and in the end it could never get into the race and again finished back in the field. And another horse that we selected was Don Juan Triumphant. It was definitely the class horse going into the race, but it definitely probably shows that that horse is better on the flat, on the turf, than it is on the all-weather, so that was disappointing there. So yeah, it's kind of been the story of our week this week. We haven't had a very good week so far, but hopefully we can turn things around tomorrow and have a few winners on the board. Our first election tomorrow is going to see us go to Cork, and we're going in the 340 tomorrow with a horse called Last Minute Man, currently priced up around 13 to 8, best price for bookmakers at the moment. Trained by Gordon Elliott, who's been in red hot form, had a great Cheltenham Festival obviously, and he's been in very good form this week. He's had a few winners. Davy Russell as well had a few winners today at Limerick, and he takes a ride tomorrow, and he's going to be riding in the colours of Paul and Claire Rooney, who are very good, serious horse racing owners. They've got lots of good horses at their disposal, and it looks like they've got a nice horse here. It's making its maiden hurdle debut tomorrow, and its form so far of what we've seen of it, even though it was just a one runner, seems to be pretty good. It won a bumper at Down Royal, beating a good horse called Trainwreck, which is rated 138 over hurdles, and it's already got some good wins to its name, that horse Trainwreck. So you like to think that this horse is definitely going to be a very good horse for the future for Paul and Claire Rooney, and I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if it beat the Willie Mullins odds-on favourite and took a surprise and won the race. So that's going to be the selection there to start us off in the 340 at Cork. We then go back to the UK for our next selection at Chepstow in the 435, I should say, with a horse called Fly du Charmill, trained by Warren Greatorex, and Adrian Heskin takes the ride tomorrow. Warren Greatorex has got a very good strike rate when it comes to Chepstow, as one of his favourite tracks, and Adrian Heskin tomorrow will be wearing the colours of the McNeil family, who are very good horse racing owners. They've got quite a few good horses at their disposal, like the Rooneys. That some of their horses include the likes of Keeper Hill, which is a very good upcoming horse. Also as well the World's End. So they've got a few decent horses, and this one, it isn't one of their stars, but it did win last time out when we saw it at Foss last. It was only raised £4 for that victory a few weeks ago, and the reason probably why it won that day is because they fitted it with headgear. They put on the cheek pieces and they retain the cheek pieces tomorrow, and I still thought with this horse being 7 years old there's still a lot more improvement to come. Currently priced up at 2 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment. It's quite a small runner race, and I think this will suit it. It will probably try and make all, and maybe that's not a bad tactic for this horse, making it to concentrate by going out front, and I thought tomorrow this one could take all the beating in this race, and that's why I'm going to be tipping it up as our second selection. Our third selection then sees us go to Ludlow in the 515, going with a horse here called Night of Sin, currently 5 to 1 bookmakers at the moment. This is, I will admit, quite a competitive little race, but I quite fancy the chances of Night of Sin. It's been running in some very good competitive handicaps at Ascot, for example, against some very good horses, and last time out was actually a grade 3 handicap, and I think it's going back tomorrow in more easier company, and I'm expecting this one to run a good race. Trained by Nick Williams, who had a good Cheltenham Festival. You might remember he won with Kustar Savola in the Ultima handicap, so he's been in good form of late. His son Chester Williams will be taking the ride tomorrow, taking a good £7 off, so that will definitely make a lot of difference tomorrow. And I thought the return to the 2 miles tomorrow, where I think it's probably its best distance, will be a good positive for it. Also as well, it's only 5 years old, so it's still quite young by National Hunt standards, and I thought tomorrow at 5 to 1 it had a fairly decent chance in the race. So that's going to be the third selection there. Then the last selection sees us go to the all-weather at Wolverhampton in the 6 o'clock with a horse called Arlecchino's Leap, currently priced up around about 9-2 at the moment, trained by Mark Asher. Jason Watson takes the ride, a very good conditional jockey who's really catching the eye, taking a good £7 off. Now this horse is seeking a hat-trick tomorrow after 2 previous wins at Chelmsford in very good style. And it's only been raised though to a mark of 72, and this horse has a career high mark of 83, so you like to think there's still a little bit more improvement to come from this horse, and it's in red hot form. Probably the only negative tomorrow is maybe the draw, stall 11, but I don't think that's not too bad for it. I think it should definitely overcome that demon, and I'm expecting another good run from this horse tomorrow. I think there's a lot to like about it. It's in form, and I'm thinking this horse will run a good race tomorrow. So they're going to be the horse racing tips tomorrow in the format of the Lucky 15 bet. If you've got any tips of your own or anything else you want to say, please do so in the comments box below. Also as well, please subscribe to the channel for more horse racing daily betting videos. Also as well, you can follow me on Twitter if you like as well at Lucky15. That's all I've got to say. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.